Connecting Arizona. 12 News Today starts now.
Good morning, I'm Jackie Ochoa, and welcome to 12 News Weekend Today for your Saturday. We are going to start things off with weather with Dr. Matt Pace. He's live in Chandler for us this morning down at Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park. He's going to show us some really cool things this morning. It's a really cool excitement for you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. There is a lot of cool things happening down here at Wild Horse Pass. You'll notice behind me, the track is empty right now, but it is going to be full in just a few minutes. In fact, we got out here early, and I drove that Lamborghini right there. There's going to be some video later on in the show of me driving that, but they've got every other type of car out here. They've got Ferraris. They got the brand new Corvette out here as well, and you too can drive any one of these cars out on that track. It's all the Global Exotic experience out here at Wild Horse Pass. You have to experience it. You can drive it, or the instructor can drive it for you, and I have to tell you, they can drive these cars like absolute pros around this entire track. But you know what? If you have a car, roll down the windows, put down the top, because we are talking about very nice weather out there at the Ferrari. How can you possibly beat this particular car? And Jackie, in just a bit, I might jump in another one of these and go for a lap or two. You never know.
We are all going to be so jealous of you this morning. All right, thank you, Dr. Matt Pace. Checking our top. I couldn't help but sing along. Everybody here in the studio is laughing at me. Well, if you love cars, or if you just want a new experience and you love speed, we have the perfect thing for you. Down in Chandler is Dr. Matt Pace. He is live at an event featuring exotic cars. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. You said it best. If you love speed, this is the place to be today. In fact, at any time, because what you're looking at right here is a Lamborghini, and I had a chance to drive this around the track a little bit earlier, but this car right here is worth over $200,000. But I'm actually going to talk to Charlie here. He is part of Global Exotic Car Rentals, and you can drive this around the track today, correct?
Absolutely. We provide a few experiences here in the Valley, but today specifically, we give you the opportunity to get behind the wheel of a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, and some of the other finest cars you can possibly. On the track here today, there are no stop signs, there are no traffic lights, there are no speed limit signs, and for a couple $100, you can get 3 laps in any choice you want.
And I have to say, it is well worth it, because as you said, there is no speed limit or stop signs. You can just go all out, and the instructor even drove me around to feature the real experience of what it's like to be in these cars. But you can kind of enjoy these cars outside of the track too. You've got a program.
Right. So another opportunity we have is, you know, we turn imagination into reality, and for 24 hours, you can get this machine and take it wherever you'd like, whenever you'd like, and it's less than 1% of the MSRP of this vehicle.
And you can't beat that. So you could kind of live your dream out right here in these cars, and they've got an entire selection of cars out here as well. So it is a great event. Again, they'll be out here until 6 o'clock this afternoon, but the weather back out here, you're looking now at the inside of this Lamborghini. And you know what, Charlie, tell us a little bit about this car. How many horsepower does it have? How fast can it go?
This Lamborghini has 552 horsepower, does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds.
3.7 seconds. What's your typical car? How fast can it normally go from 0 to 60?
Typical car, depending. I mean, some of them can do it in 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds.
So this is a lot faster, though.
It all depends on the driver and the capability of the vehicle. This is definitely one of the top cars that can do in under 4 seconds.
And I have to ask, what's your favorite car out here?
The Lamborghini LP560.
And I would have to agree with him, because as I mentioned, we jumped in this car and went around the track. That video is going to come up a little bit later in the show, Jackie. But for now, quite a few customers are coming. They're going to get in these cars and head out on the track.
So wait, before, we send it back to me in the studio, how did it feel? What was it like driving a Lamborghini?
Oh, it was incredible, Jackie. And when I show you the video, you're going to see how incredible it is, because you go down the back straight and you just punch it, and literally you accelerate, you get pushed back in your seat. Ooh. He could testify to this. It is an experience and a half to get in one of these cars.
Okay, I will take your word for it. Thank you, Dr. Matt Pace. With Dr. Matt Pace with our weather check. He is out at a pretty cool event. Talk to us a little bit about it, because it involves fast cars, and you got the chance to take part in that.
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. This event features completely fast cars. You can see them coming down pit road right now. And this is what this event's all about, is driving these cars. It's the ultimate driving experience, all put on by Global Exotic Car Rentals. And I got to bring Charlie. And Charlie, how can people today, because you have spots open today, to get in these cars and take it around the track, right?
Absolutely. We have plenty of availability here at Wild Horse Race Pass. So people can just drive up, walk up to registration, and they'll be able to choose their vehicle they want to get into. So if we have any adrenaline junkies out there, thrill seekers out there, we definitely have availability if they want to come on out.
And this will definitely quench your thirst for your thrill seekers, because look at these cars coming down this track. I mean, they are cornering at unbelievable speeds, all professional drivers, and they'll teach you exactly how to drive. And the weather is going to be, I just got to show you these cars once again, just the sound as they go by and the power behind these, Jackie, just incredible. And we are bringing you that video, hopefully coming up in just a little bit, of when I was driving the Lamborghini around this track.
So jealous. Thanks, Matt. It is time now to head over to Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park in Chandler, where Dr. Matt Pace is. He's introducing us to some of the fastest cars in the world. How's it going out there?
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. You went from flying planes to now we're driving cars out here. I'm sitting in a Lamborghini, an incredible car to drive, and I actually drove this car a little earlier this morning. We actually have some video of that, and check it out. Now, I got in with my instructor, Bill, and we went pretty slow around the course because, you know what, it's a little bit nerve-wracking the first time you get into the car and you start going around those corners, but then he told me to punch it, and you just punch it, and you literally get pushed back in your seat, and it is an absolutely incredible experience. But then after that, Bill jumped in the seat and we really began to take off. He went around these corners at what I would call unbelievable speeds, but for you is completely safe speeds out there. And I do want to talk to you, Bill, what is it like to kind of instruct all these people? You know, people like me that has never driven a car like this, and you're sitting in that passenger seat. You really can't do a whole lot. What does it feel like?
Well, first of all, Matt, it's a great opportunity for a person who said, I want to drive an exotic car and I want to drive it fast. Come on out, because we've got spaces available. But then they have a chance to go through some classroom instruction. They have an opportunity to then actually get in the car, drive it themselves, and with an instructor. And for us as instructors, it's not too nerve-wracking. We're used to it. And the real bottom line is we know what these cars can do.
And he does, because I was going around those corners. You could kind of tell he was probably thinking he's going a little slow, but it is fun. And don't be afraid to come out here. You can come out here today. They still have a lot of spots open until 6 o'clock out here at Wild Horse Pass. And for someone that's never done it before, what's one word of advice you'd give them?
Well, one word of advice is always brake in a straight line and accelerate in a straight line. These cars have a lot of horsepower, and so we want to be able to take care of them. But the other thing is just come out and have fun. There's a great opportunity, a bucket list for a lot of people.
And I have to tell you, it is a blast, and he talks you through absolutely every corner. But guess what? But I have to tell you, coming back out here, this is an experience that you want to come out to. Again, there's more spots out here available today. Just come out here to Wild Horse Pass to drive one of these cars right here. Quite an experience, Jackie, and they have a number of cars out here so you can kind of live up to your childhood dream.
All right, thank you, Dr. Matt Pace. We are going to start things off with Dr. Matt Pace. He is live in Chandler this morning down at Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park for one of the coolest assignments. I am so jealous of you. You've been driving Lamborghinis, really exotic cars.
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. This is the place to be this morning. And guess what? There are so many cars out here that you too can drive. Just come on down here to Wild Horse Pass. It's just on the very east end, and you can jump into one of these and take it on a couple laps around. And we've got two more cars here. We've actually got the brand new Corvette and then a Ferrari as well. And Hurley, just tell us a little bit about these cars.
So this here is a Ferrari California, very smooth. This is a 2013. They improved the transmissions in these over the previous years. Lots of power, lots of braking, great cornering, excellent car.
And I have to ask, what would you rather drive, the Corvette or the Ferrari?
I'd have to say the Ferrari. Sorry to all the American Corvette lovers, because that is a heck of a car. But
and you heard it. I didn't say it. He said it. He would rather drive the Ferrari than the Corvette. But Jackie, coming up in just a little bit, your full forecast, and also we'll show you a little bit more video of me driving these cars.
Thank you, Matt. Let's get a check of your top. Something else that's very expensive that Dr. Matt Pace is introducing us to this morning is exotic cars, Lamborghinis, Ferraris. What's going on out there?
Yeah, Jackie, absolutely every cool car is out here that you've ever want to drive, and you can drive it because they've got the ultimate driving experience out here at Wild Horse Pass, and you too can still come out here today. It's just on the east end and take one of these cars for a drive. In fact, that Lamborghini right down there, I drove that earlier today, and look at some of this video we got. I was in there with an instructor. He was coaching me around every single one of these corners, and then of course he said punch it, and you can only believe what it feels like out there because it just pushes you back in that seat, and then of course you brake as soon as you go around the corners. And you know, I was going pretty slow, but then he jumped in and it was a totally different experience. And that's one of the cool things out here. If you're not sure if you want to drive one of the cars, you can actually have one of the instructors do it for this incredible experience. But I actually want to bring Rich in and kind of talk a little about this experience and what it means for you.
Well, I'll tell you honestly, for me, I've been racing since I was 19 years old. I've been in a little bit of everything, and the Pro Autosports group is my home group, and we get to be invited in from our professional experience and then help people like yourself have that moment where it's like, you know, you don't know how that car runs, but I'm going to tell you how to punch it. I'm going to tell you how to go through the corners, and it's a great experience because everybody walks away with a smile on their face.
And that's the thing. What is it like when you see the smiles on the face, the reaction inside the car? Because we have customers that are showing up. They're taking class right now to get in some of these cars and drive. Just walk us through what it's like to be in that car with them.
It's great because a lot of the girls will get in and just scream the whole entire time. But 9 times out of 10, actually more than that, probably 10 times out of 10, you get a lot of people that just walk out with a huge smile that never disappears for at least 15 to 20 minutes after they're out.
And the cool thing with these cars as well is they're all automatic. So if you don't necessarily know how to shift, it's perfectly fine. You can get in and drive. And what's your number one kind of tip that you'd give someone that wants to come out here and drive?
Well, first of all, you got to have fun, and then you got to be able to just basically listen, because the cars have a lot of electronics in them that will take care of you, and it's trusting that. So that's probably the number one thing.
And they were also really trusting me because that Lamborghini, $270,000 in just a brake job, $20,000 alone. So thank you guys for putting my trust in me to drive around that course. But the weather out here, once again, you are looking at just one of the many cars you can drive. This is actually a Porsche, another very expensive car. And Jackie, that's the cool thing. Very expensive cars, but you can come out here and drive them, kind of live up to your childhood dream. And then, of course, brag just a little bit about it.
Childhood dream. I think that's a dream for a lot of adults out there, including myself.
That's true.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
12 News Today starts now.
Good morning, I'm Jackie Ochoa, and welcome to 12 News Weekend today for your Saturday. We are going to join Dr. Matt Pace. He is live in Chandler this morning down at Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park for one of the coolest assignments anybody could get. You are racing exotic cars this morning.
Yeah, that's right, Jackie. We are racing all these exotic cars and outs here at Wild Horse Pass, and you too can come down here today. It's all the way on the east side. Just drive right through, and they'll sign you up to drive one of these cars that you can see lined up here. And in fact, you don't even have to drive. You can even have them take you around the course. And in fact, Tyler, he just got back from this experience. And what was it like when you first sat in that car and they first punched it down that straightaway?
Definitely put me back in my seat. Had a lot of fun, and I feel like he didn't hold back on driving the car and had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, and they don't hold back. And then when you go around the corners, what was it like when you took that very first corner at, 50, 60, 70 miles an hour?
It was scary and fun, but I'd definitely say more fun, but definitely.
That's the bottom line. If you're not scared, you're not having fun. That's kind of the story, right? Yeah. But the weather is this.
Bob and not have the Bob twins. That's
okay.
Fine too.
Today over at the Wild Horse Pass Motorsports Park in Chandler is a great event going on where you can actually drive exotic cars yourself. That is where Dr. Matt Pace is. He is in Chandler. How's it going out there?
Yeah, it is going great out here, Jackie. I should say it's going fast because the ultimate driving experience has kicked off. We've got people driving around this course, experiencing all of these different cars, the Lamborghini, the Porsche, the brand new Corvette. You can come out here, and it's all happening at Firebird Raceway out here just on the east side, and you have to love this place. And we're actually joined by Chip and Bob here. They just got off the track. What was it like to get in that car and just experience it?
It was a hoot and a half and a wonderful Christmas gift from my wife, so it doesn't get any better than that.
Oh, how do you beat a Christmas gift? Now, what car did you drive?
I drove the Corvette, and it is fast. It is fast. So all you need is about $75,000. You could have one just like it.
Simple as that. And I hear your friend here, Bob, he's got that 75. He's going to buy you one maybe, right?
No, not this year.
Oh, not quite this year. What was it like, though, to get out here? You've done this before.
Before, but I drove the Ferrari, and it's exciting to drive a Ferrari. They just feel different and good, and it's just a thrill to drive something on a track and go fast.
And I hear there's going to be another car you're going to get in, right?
A yellow Lamborghini. That sounds good.
There you go. The yellow Lamborghini. That's the one that I actually jumped into. You got to love it. Stick around. We're going to do weather, then we're going to come back. See, now you're looking at just some of the cars that you can drive out here. Again, there's the Lamborghini, there's the Porsche, there's the Corvette, all different types. And again, if you're afraid to drive, you can have a driver drive you around. And the good news is, at least for me, all of these cars are automatic. So it's just have to focus on driving around and braking. Don't even have to worry about shifting. Now, if you want to shift, you can do that as well. But the fun is out here and really begin to enjoy all of these cars. We've got some really nice instructors. You can see them standing over here. Wait for the camera there. These are the guys that'll take you around the course. Very skilled people. So, Jackie, fun time out here. And we're going to be out here a little while longer. Coming up in just a bit, I'll have your full forecast.
All right. Thank you, Matt. And we will throw it out to Matt with a final look at our weather. How's it going?
Hey, you know what? The weather is great, but these cars are even better. You can come out here to Wild Horse Pass and drive some of these cars. It's all put on by Global Exotic Car Rentals, and I'm actually joined by Charlie. Charlie, just wrap it up really quickly. How can they come out here, and what are they going to see?
So if we have any adrenaline junkies out there and they want to come out for a thrill, we're at Wild Horse Race Pass at the East Track, and they can come on out for a couple $100. They get 3 laps. They get to pick any car they want, any machine they want, and they get to live their dream for the day.
And it is an absolute blast. I was in the Lamborghini out here earlier. Just an incredible experience. But again, you have to come out here to Wild Horse Pass. It's right on the east side of the raceway, and drive one of these cars, because, Jackie, is an experience that you are never going to forget. Just the power behind these cars is incredible.
Yeah, I bet you won't forget it because you got to drive a Lamborghini.
That's right. I'm sorry, Jackie, and I can't bring it back to the studio. They won't let me.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Well, thank you, Matt, and thank you, folks, for joining us for 12 News Weekend today. We'll see you later on at 10 o'clock tonight for 12 News.